Hi, this is Deanna Fenton, and this is this week's Simple Step to Online Success. Today we're going to talk about mobile. And you may have had your website for a long time, and before that, perhaps people weren't accessing the internet as frequently as they do today from mobile devices. So the simple step today is number one, let's find out how many of the visitors to your site are actually visiting through a mobile device, and then let's take a look at what your website actually looks like through various mobile devices that are very popular these days. Now, honestly, why should you care? Well, the bottom line is more and more people are accessing the internet through tablets or smartphones. So in fact, 42% of smartphone users say that they have purchased goods or services through their phones. Even greater numbers, 62% of tablet users have purchased products or services through their tablets. So it's really very important to understand what exactly does your website look like, and is it mobile friendly for your visitors to be able to find out about you and your business or nonprofit and then to take action. So the first step is to access your Google Analytics profile. Now, hopefully you do have Google Analytics set up on your site. You really do need Google Analytics because it provides a wealth of information about your site and your visitors' actions once they are at your site. In addition, it's got some great information about mobile visits. So I have logged into this Google Analytics profile. Here in the left-hand sidebar, we're going to go down to the heading for mobile and click on that. And we're going to click on first the overview. So if I scroll down here, it's going to show me the device category, and we have desktop, mobile, which is primarily smartphones, and tablets. It's going to show me the total number of visits in the past 30-day period and the exact numbers of how many people came using what device. So you can see here 300 of the 532 visits came through a desktop, 162 through mobile, and 70 through tablet. So what's interesting here, and this is just my very unscientific recommendation, I tell my clients that if the percentage of visits to your website via mobile and tablet is greater than 30% of the total, it's really time to start considering having a mobile responsive site. As you can see here, we actually have a greater number. We have more like 42% of the visits to this particular website came through some type of mobile device. So then the next question is, what does your website look like when you access it from a mobile device? So I am going to recommend that you go to this website, which is called theresponsinator.com. And the Responsinator.com allows you to enter in your website URL and be able to see what your visitors see through a variety of different devices. So I had entered one of my own sites, and I'm going to tell you I'm cheated a little bit because this is a mobile responsive site. And I've entered now that particular URL, and it shows you here, and it takes a couple minutes for everything to load, but we've got how that site appears in an iPhone 3 and 4 in the portrait format. You can see, because it's a mobile responsive site, it looks pretty good. We're going to scroll down, and this is how it looks in landscape width. Again, you can scroll down, see what it looks like. If we go down a little further, we're going to take a look at what it looks like in an iPhone 5 format. And if we keep going down, it'll even show you, as they call it, a crappy Android portrait format. And then it'll go down specifically and show you, for example, a Nexus 4, what it looks like on a Nexus 4 phone. And then we'll go down and it'll start to show you the tablet. So here's what it looks like on an iPad in the landscape format. And if I continue going down, it's going to show me a Kindle, what it looks like on a Kindle. and so on. So this is a great opportunity to take a look and see how exactly does your website present itself in all these different devices, because you probably don't have all these devices and you don't really know. So then the next step is, if your site's really not looking very good in a mobile device, what do you do? Well, I have been converting a number of my clients' websites to something that's called a mobile responsive theme, because there are options to have a mobile website. However, a lot of those in the past have involved you have basically a separate version of your website hosted on a separate server. And therefore what you're doing is you're paying twice for hosting, once for your standard website, once for your mobile site, plus you have to update your content in both places. Now, more and more people are going to what we call responsive design, especially through WordPress. And what the mobile responsive design does is it will automatically make your existing website using this theme look presentable on a mobile device. And that's exactly what I did with that Let's Socialize website. That's a mobile theme, or mobile responsive theme. So if you go to studiopress.com and look and search for themes that say mobile responsive, you'll see here, for example, this is one called Lifestyle Pro. This is a view of what it would look like on a regular desktop device, but you can click on this demo down below and it's going to show you exactly what it would look like on a phone. And you can see a mobile responsive site, it just simply reformats all the content that is there in a really nice stacked format that is very easy to read and scroll through. It will also then, excuse me, that was the tablet, it's going to show you what it will look like on a mobile phone. So I really do encourage you to go to Google Analytics this week, check out and see what percentage of your visitors are coming to you via mobile devices. Go ahead and take a look at the responsinator.com, see what your website looks like to your visitors coming through mobile. And if you find that you're getting a greater percentage that are coming through mobile devices, you might consider converting to a mobile responsive theme. So I hope you enjoyed this week's simple step. We want to make sure that people can not only find you online, but they are able to see your website clearly on their mobile devices. So this is Deanna Fenton, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.